Traffic in New York City making its way back and forth between Manhattan and the borough of Brooklyn. Our setting tonight. Hello, everyone. Hey, Dave.
Well, Kevin and guys,
Thanks, David.
And Kenny, what you love about Kemba, doesn't matter whether his team is winning or losing, he always gives 100%. And the other thing about him, and I think this is why he's worked so much better in Boston, he's great without the basketball.
Yes, I think the argument for Kemba is he's always had to be on a team where he's the best player. When he becomes the second best player, I think that's when he becomes on a championship team. Because a guy like him being your second best player, that's an incredible team.
So let's take a look at the Boston Celtics starting lineup. Walker and Brown, they're manning the backcourt. Hayward at small forward with Tatum at the 4. And it's Tice in at the 5 down low. And for Brooklyn, LeVert and Durant out on the perimeter. Inside, we got Prince and Jordan. And it's Irving at the point. Now Walker following Durant's three-point attempt. Now Irving. Teardrop shot, and the layup is up and in.
Talk about an imaginative scorer. You never really know which shot Irving will unleash next.
To the inside, here's Tice. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Kevin Durant missing all of last year, recovering from that torn Achilles tendon. Now, in his first full season with the Nets, what do you expect from him? Where is he going to go?
Well, he's going to have to adjust his game. But, Greg, man, have you ever seen anybody come back from an Achilles injury?
I mean,
at that age?
We've seen him come back, but we've not seen anybody get back to where they were. And he's got a long way to go because of where he was. I mean, he wasn't just a great player. He was an all-time great. So I think we're all rooting for him to get there. But, you know, it's going to be a challenge.
Free throw good from Hayward.
And every season, I mean, Hayward plays with so much confidence these days. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Pass to LeVert. Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. To the middle, and it's out of bounds. The Nets will take it the other way. And a chance now to see how teams are faring across the league. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. Let's take a look at Dallas. They've climbed all the way up to the second spot.
And, you know, the Celtics, they love the situation they're in right now, playing very well, but looking ahead. They know there's still a lot left to prove.
Now here's Jordan. He's coming off a 10-point game against Orlando. And that's Prince, that time on the assist by Irving. And officials have been more vigilant, guys, whistling the travel violations that we see. At the same time, the league revising the rule book to clarify the gather step when players terminate their dribble. Kenny, in that regard, do you like the way the game is being officiated right now?
What is a gather step? Either you're walking or you're not.
Well, it would seem that way, wouldn't it?
Either you're moving or you're stationary.
The gather step's always been there, though. It's just, honestly, a lot of guys didn't have the ability to and didn't know how to master it. Iverson was the first guy that I saw that had mastered the gather step. And that's, to me, it's just kind of the evolution.
Walking in my book, Greg. It's still
No, it's you gather it. You get that extra. It's basically, it gives you a half a step.
I'm old school. It's walking.
You're old.
Yeah, and you didn't finish school.
Irving misses. Celtics leading by 5. Walker with it. He's picked up by Jordan. A floater, and Walker finishes inside.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this league.
The NBA being so much about entertainment, Kenny. If you had to choose the best showman in the league, who would you pick?
Ooh, the best showman.
With style and charisma.
Steph Curry.
Yeah, he'd be right up there, wouldn't he?
LeBron is a showman, but Steph is, I think, the top of the league. Giannis is a showman, but he's by grit, Harden, and maybe someday Zion.
I would go with that as well. The one thing that, the one reason that I have a little concern with Steph is we haven't, those other, like LeBron doesn't have to have a great team. You know, he can make a team great. That's the one difference
Well,
with him. I think Giannis
I don't
can
know.
do that.
He made that team great before Kevin Durant got there.
No. Well, he's playing with a few other Hall of Famers. My point is, if you put him out there with guys who weren't all-star caliber players, that's my concern. We've seen, I'm with you, Giannis has done that, LeBron has done that. Steph's a showman in his current existence. And Luka, without a doubt.
All-time show.
Now, here's Tice. Following the miss by DeAndre Jordan, and the basket is good.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
You look at when you guys played, Kenny, a ton of incredible guards, certainly during your time. Which players gave you the biggest fits when you tried to guard him? Who were the most difficult guys?
Well, I didn't have to guard Jordan, but I know that a lot of people had Mike Mayers before they played him.
That's a good one. I like
Yeah.
that.
But what's funny? Like guys like Dana Barris and Mahmoud, they were tough to guard, because they were so small. They could get up under you, and you couldn't really pressure them at times.
It was always the guys that most people wouldn't think about.
Yeah.
Michael Adams.
Yep.
Muggsy Bogues. I hated to be guarded by him too. And then there were some guys that just had quirky games. Remember, was it Kevin Porter?
Oh, did you play against John Bagley?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Herky jerky guy.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum. He has to work harder to get a good high percentage look. He's been taking some bad shots out there.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
Well, you think defensively that you try to pack in the lane. But then that opens up some opportunities for their shooters.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
Without question. They're giving up too many high percentage looks, a trend that they'd like to reverse.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Jared Allen's checked in for Jordan. And Dinwiddie subbed in for LeVert. And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A three-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
Stellar balance by Irving. Stellar. Taking the punishment and working his way through it.
And this is his second trip to the line in the game.
One shot.
That free throw good from Kyrie Irving.
I would imagine at this point in his career, all Irving wants to do is win. All he's got to do now is prove himself as a leader.
Tice. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker. Tice has got 12.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Irving from long range. Drills it from outside.
He's ramped up his game in a big way this quarter. I don't think he likes it when they're trailing.
Outside Tatum. The dish to Hayward. Back to Tatum. And the dunk by Tatum.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Going for the juggler right off the bat. Jumping out to an impressive early lead.
Kenny, always fascinating to get your take. We sure appreciate you coming by.
Man, it's great to be here, man. Thanks for having me, man. Happy to be here. This is the best studio show up top, but we got the...
And so it's Boston, looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. They've excelled in the open court. Their transition game has allowed them to build this healthy lead. Back right after this. And recently, Kevin Durant discussed what they have to face night in and night out.
I think we get a lot of teams' best shot in the first half, where they, hitting on all cylinders, playing good brand.
And Greg, it's one of the great challenges of being one of the teams to beat.
But that's the difference with a superstar like Durant. He can give you elite play from start to finish. Lesser guys can do that only in spurts.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And guys, we've seen the Celtics really take control here.
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
No question. It's been stifling thus far, preventing that offense from establishing any kind of rhythm.
Durant plays the 4 with Allen at center. Then there's Harris. Then it's Kyrie Irving, and it's Dinwiddie in at the 2 guard. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Well, we've seen some head coaching changes, Greg. We're early in the season. How long does it take to fully implement, do you think, a new system with a new coach?
You know, it's a tough question, Kevin. It really can depend on how difficult or complicated the system is. But all things being equal, the experienced teams often learn faster because they just understand the game better.
To the paint, here's Harris, and Hayward with the block.
A rare block shot by Gordon Hayward. He has the instincts to do more of this, but neither the suddenness nor the strength.
Tatum passes to Hayward. Back to Tatum. A second chance effort, and he lays it up and in. Tatum's got 6.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, thanks. Since the Nets acquired Kyrie Irving and Kevin Durant, the franchise has gone from being an up-and-comer to a potential powerhouse in the East. That's necessitated changes on the bench and on the court, as the Nets have added some new veterans. The time is now for Brooklyn to stand up and make its move in the East. Kevin, back to you.
Well, we'll see how they do. David, thank you.
And a little rescue act right there. Almost all zeros on the shot clock until Hayward comes along to save the day. I don't think the D does good enough here, but something causes the miss.
And when talking about Tatum, it's hard not to think back to 2017 when Danny Ainge traded back to 3, essentially choosing him over Markelle Fultz.
Yeah, and now Fultz is starting to pick it up a little bit, though. Watch him. He's going to be dynamic. But you're right. Certain deals can define a franchise. And Ainge, he's unafraid to take chances.
Here's Cantor. Good, and Smart gets the assist. Cantor's got 4 points this quarter.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Irving passes to Dinwiddie. A floater. He lays it in.
That's just great touch. The teardrop, well, that's all about fear.
Cantor kicks to Tatum. Blanketed by the D. He fights to the rim for the layup. 8 points for Jason Tatum.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
And the layup is good.
On a night like this, Irving forces the D to step back and to take his medicine. They can't do anything about it.
And the pass to Cantor. It's stolen by Allen. In transition, here come the Nets. Here's Irving. Good work there as it goes. Irving's got 19 points.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
Smart against Dinwiddie. It's Smart with the drive. Chalk up 2 there. Smart's got his second basket of the night.
Just too physical. Smart shedding the defense and finishing strong.
Irving looking for an opening. Nice open look, but it's no good.
Oh, he's not going to miss that shot twice in a row. Trust me.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on Kyrie Irving.
And with the Celtics entering that win-now mode last season, the acquisition of Walker just made too much sense.
Yeah, he's a proven winner. Dating back to college, Walker's made a ton of clutch shots in his career. GA, as long as he's in Boston, he'll have plenty of opportunities to continue that.
That free throw missing.
Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. Prince is checked in for Brooklyn. Then for the Celtics, Williams comes in for Cantor, and it's Brown in for Marcus Smart. He hits the second from the line.
And the speed of Walker, I mean, it's sensational. He can switch gears and an active player on both ends.
Dinwiddie outside. From outside, off the mark. Now here's Williams. And that's going to be a turnover. They call him for 8 seconds. Some changes for Brooklyn. Jordan comes in for Jared Allen. And it's Crawford in for Kevin Durant. Boston also with the sub. Brad Wanamaker's checked in for Walker. And a chance there to look back at the stunning Mobile One block a moment ago.
The defensive awareness, the timing, when you have to face a defender that can reject you like that, it can alter your approach.
Nets trail by 17. Lobs it up for Jordan. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Well, here's the thing. Irving draws so much attention from the defense. I mean, there's always a guy left wide open.
That'll be a 5-second call. And a look now at the Celtics up. Coming schedule. On Tuesday, they'll face off against Jimmy Butler and the Miami Heat. And then on Friday, they'll be matching up with Al Horford and the Philadelphia 76ers. Dinwiddie outside. Outside Irving. Three-pointer, and Hayward with the block. He lobs up the alley-oop pass, and the slam by Williams.
So explosive around the basket. Williams, when the pass is on target, expect him to finish with the rim wrap.
It's Jordan on the wing. Now, here is Irving. He's guarded close, and he makes that one. Irving's got 21 in the game.
Oh, he's been dominant this quarter. I mean, he's determined to prevent the lead from getting any bigger.
Nice ball movement by Boston. And finished off by Brown.
What an athletic play from Brown, showing off his mad hops on these jams.
And good that time. Irving's got 13 points in just this quarter.
Oh, he's got a roll in this quarter, taking it on himself to guide their offense.
Passes to Wanamaker. In the corner, it's Hayward. Williams dishes to Hayward. Makes it off the glass. Hayward's got 9 points.
Look, with good size and underrated athleticism, Hayward's able to muscle through the contact.
And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. Celtics lead by 17.
Thanks, Kevin.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
After one half. That about wraps it.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. You look at Kyrie Irving in this game, he has been everywhere.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And as they can't slow him down, you know what you do? You keep feeding them and feeding them and feeding them. This is the right game plan.
Second half underway. Here's who Brad Stevens got on the floor. Hayward at small forward with Tatum at the 4. Tucker and Brown, they're manning the backcourt. And it's Tice in at the 5 spot. Here's Durant. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot.
And the defender had no chance of keeping Durant from going where he wanted. Nice move to free up space.
Hayward on the wing. Over in the corner, Brown. Shoots over LeVert. Again, the Celtics good for 2.
And even with the big lead, he remains focused on the task at hand.
We talk about killer instinct all the time. He definitely has it. He's keeping his foot on the pedal here.
No good from Irving. Celtics leading by 20. Inside. And he lays in the alley-oop.
The thing I like about Hayward, he's such a well-rounded scorer. He's got all the tools.
Here's Irving. 23 points in the game.
You talk about an unsung hero, Daniel Tice. Last off-season, he agreed to a 2-year deal with the Celtics worth $10 million. Just another great signing by Danny Ainge.
And stolen by Prince. Walker against Irving. And that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel.
And just a little too lax with that possession, and it cost him.
Yeah, you got to be locked in at all times. Their inconsistent play is a big reason why they're losing.
How about that mobile 1 block we just saw? Amazing defensive work.
Determined to protect the lead with the all-out effort defensively. Superb anticipation on the block.
And here's Hayward. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. They have a 22-point lead. It's the most they've led by. And Prince comes to help. Tatum wide open. He fires one. And again, Boston with the triple.
And see, Webb, when you look at all that Tice provides for this team, it's amazing he doesn't get more credit.
Well, you're right, Jay, but he is surrounded by great players who deserve to attract the limelight. But he can rebound, defend, set picks. He can stretch the floor, and every year he continues to improve.
Down low, Tice kicks to Tatum. Out to Hayward, 6 to shoot. A step back shot here. It falls for his 7th bucket of the contest. He's 7 for 9.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
LeVert the pass to Irving to end the run. They get it back, and the dunk by Jordan.
One thing never changes in the NBA. Jordan will always be there among the top offensive rebounders in the league.
Tatum draws the double. Hayward left side. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
Well, the results are clear as day. Great approach coming into the 3rd quarter. We'll see if they can keep it up.
Offensive rebound.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Wow, wonderful court awareness that time. You can count on Walker to find the open man.
You know, Greg, you'd probably know as well as anyone, what was it like going up against the Bulls in the 90s?
You know, it's weird to say, but in a lot of ways, we were a lot like they were. Hall of Fame talent at the coach, a defensive-minded team, but the one difference was, you know, the Bulls had that guy that wore that number 23. I think I'd say that might have been the one difference.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Irving with the bounce pass. Here's Durant. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got 4 assists now tonight.
Look at that gorgeous form on the jumper. That's Durant. You see that balance, the smooth release?
Here's Tice. Count that one as his 7th make in 8 attempts. A scorching 88%.
And really the story of this second half, one team getting the shots they want, the other not so much.
Yeah, you can clearly see which offense is better right now. We'll see if that continues the rest of the way.
KD can't get it to go.
Oh, man, as good of a shooter as he is, it drives him crazy to miss a wide-open 3 like that.
They double-team Walker, and Tice throws it down.
And he's having a great night from the floor, and they're going to keep leaning on him, looking to grow the lead.
Brooklyn's gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. And a wide open look for Irving. And again, it's Brooklyn converting.
Irving makes it look so easy. His jumper is on point from this spot.
23 seconds left in the third. To the inside. Here's Tice. And Tice throws it down.
Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
Oh, man, so unselfish. He's doing a great job creating for others and making pinpoint passes.
And Durant launches from deep. No good. And so it's the Boston Celtics up by 33 points as the buzzer sounds. A huge lead for them. From the and a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this was?
This is the versatility you need to play in today's game. Two guards have to be able to make plays for others.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Johnson is out there with Crawford. Then it's Wilson Chandler. Then it's Joe Harris. And it's Claxton in at the 5. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. And here's Tatum for 3. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Yeah, and they aren't just chucking up anything. I mean, they're doing a great job of creating quality looks.
Claxton the pass to Harris. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Here's Wanamaker. Greg, it's pretty typical for players of the past to talk about current players and say they may have struggled had they played when I played. What do you think of that line of thinking?
You know, I just don't agree with that. And I think we all do that. We all feel like our era was the best. I had the same thoughts being passed my way when I first came into the league.
I'm sure.
The reality is these guys work just as hard as guys worked back in our era. They just have more understanding of what their value is. And in a lot of ways, they've got more courage to speak out because, you know, let's face it, they're more of a bullseye on their back in today's era with social media than we've ever seen before.
That is true. Nice ball movement by Boston. Here's Williams. Over Claxton. And there's Williams. That's good on the assist from Williams.
Showing that aggressive nature. Williams competes hard, doesn't back down, and he'll let his opponent know he's not afraid of the contact.
It's Chandler high post. He's against Williams. Chandler's shot good.
How about that move? You'll see very few players able to pull off. Just sensational stuff.
Williams against Johnson. Fader on the way. And that one off the back of the rim and in. We're in the fourth quarter here. Just under 2.5 minutes gone. Pass to Johnson. Here's the 3. Rebound by Williams. And so it's Williams who brings it up for Boston. They'll be playing host to Miami for their next game. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Oh, yeah, bang, bang. An impressive sequence that has them fired up.
Here's Williams. Hits the difficult fadeaway jumper.
You know, I know they want to make Williams a stretch 4 or 5, but the mid-range jumper at present is still where he's most comfortable.
Pass to Crawford. The high post shot. Another one falls for Brooklyn.
Yeah, quick trigger. And from that range, if he senses the defenders have backed off, forget about it.
Fades back. And another basket for Boston.
Buckets, but he should have just gone straight up with it instead of trying to fade away.
Johnson surveying the floor. Claxton with the bucket.
Now that's how you lead your teammate into an easy scoring chance. I love that assist.
Here's Green. And he banks in the layup. Green's got his first basket of the night.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
Yeah. Horrible effort. It appears they may be on the brink of giving up. Oh, great flow to that possession. Two players totally in sync with each other.
Here's Williams, and another basket for Boston.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Brooklyn's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Ray, compare the times when you played as an NBA player with a lot more contact and a lot was let go on the floor to what we're seeing now. And there seem to be a lot of whistles, a lot of stoppage of play.
I mean, there's no doubt about it. You know, you got to allow players to defend. And if they're in a legal guarding position, let them do their job. You know, eliminate the cheap ones. Part of the issue, though, partner, is now so much of the game is played on an island, right? You don't have the crowds that you typically would see guys in back in our era. There's more space. The court, in essence, is bigger. You're out there kind of on your own, man. And these guys are crafty at drawing fouls.
It's never been harder for a defender.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Celtics.
Not only did they shoot the ball better, but they had more assists.
Yeah, I thought the passing in terms of finding the open man gave them the higher percentage shots. The ball movement was key for the win.
And every win important. And this one will go down as win number 3.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
Edwards, he's checked in for Williams. Edwards against Johnson. The shot's good.
It's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
Yeah, it has to be frustrating to catch fire when the game is already over. I mean, this is not the outcome they wanted.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, I love how they play for one another out there. No signs of selfishness, just a total team effort.
Oh, that's blocked. Throws it up high.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Showing remarkable poise and focus throughout the game, a sustained effort across the board.
The pass to Crawford. Here's Karuch. No good on the triple. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Gordon, very nice win for you guys.
David, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for being with us. So long.